All right, you guys, we got to keep it going. We got to keep it rolling. Cleveland Browns defensive lineman Alex Wright making waves through the internet right now with comments he had to say about Shedeur Sanders today in the media. We have to get into that and much more, but this is wild right here. Let's get into it because we heard all the narratives that Shedeur Sanders not a good team guy, poor practice habits, poor study, all of this stuff. We heard all of this. Now we have his teammate, Alex Wright, coming out and saying this. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get right into it.
In Cleveland, like, there's nothing changed about him. He's always the happy-go-lucky person that's in the locker room, always shaking people's hands, making jokes and stuff like that. And then when it's time to, put on the pads and put on the helmet, it's time to work. Like, even when I come into the facility, I see him in the office every day with Coach Stefanski, like, just going over film and stuff like that. So it's unnoticeable. It's noticeable on my part because I'm an observant person. When I come in, I don't really say much. I don't really, because I'm not a morning person. So I keep my head down and stuff like that. But I see him in there asking questions, and he's not afraid to ask questions. So just for him to be, that poised rookie and stuff like that, that's not afraid to go out there, and throw the football. Of course, he's a rookie. There's always going to be mistakes in the game of football. There's always going to be missed assignments. There's always going to be missed opportunities and stuff like that. That's just part of it. It's the fact that you could go up and do it again the next play. So I feel like with, Shedeur, we just, going to take the next steps. We're going to be behind them and just keep cheering him and keep telling him to be who he is. So at the end of the day, I got nothing but love for Shedeur. I just want him to see just like everybody else on the team.
There you have it. I know a lot of y'all don't like this. Y'all hate the fact that people actually have good things. His coworkers have good things to say about him. I know a lot of you hate that. Look at his first comment. Look at how his teammates talk about him. He is only a rookie. We were gaslit into thinking he was a locker room diva and too cool for his teammates. I can't believe they really tried to do in Shedeur over confidence and chains. That is a fact. These people pushed BS narratives all season on him, all year from Brian. Bro, y'all let Brian Daboll, who no longer has a damn job, convince y'all that he showed up to a pre-draft meeting unprepared and come on, man, stop it. This is Deion Sanders' son. He's not showing up unprepared. He's not showing up unprepared, man. Stop playing games. Here it says, more lies debunked. The media really tried to railroad this kid. Yeah, Mary Kay was the same one who was saying she would like to see some more Dylan. What they have done is disgusting how they tried to tear this dude down, but the real always prevail. Always prevail. Let's see what Damian Woody and them had to say about Shedeur Sanders today.
What the hell was Kevin Stefanski thinking? That game was kind of like, it was fun to watch.
It was a fun game to watch.
It was a fun game to watch. I know it was two losing teams, but that game was fun. And Shedeur was slinging that thing all over the field. And you're going to take him out to run some wildcat on the goal line?
Fireable offense. I'll say it time and time again. For you to take him out of the game on the goal line with the chance to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, and you take him out to do some wildcat, wild dog trick reverse put, fireable offense. Get rid of the wild dog. You need to be able to see him work in the goal line situation. Stop taking him out the game.
This is not the first time that he's taken Shedeur out.
He's done that before.
He's done it before.
That's their move on 2 points, yeah.
I just, when a guy is playing, like when he's kind of in a groove, why mess it up to throw out the wildcat? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. And he should absolutely be getting fried by the city of Cleveland today because it was atrocious.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to Damian Woody, keeping it a band. Let's see what Uncle Ocho had to say about this.
First Browns quarterback with 300 pass yards, 3 touchdowns, and a rush touchdown in the same game since 1950. He's also the 7th rookie in the Super Bowl era to throw for 360 yards, have 4 total touchdowns, rush or pass in the same game, joining C.J. Stroud, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Marcus Mariota, Andrew Luck, and Matthew Stafford. But despite got
Big time company. Big time.
me frustrated because
Yes.
I'm madder than a wet hornet. Stefanski took him out with the game on the line. Ocho,
Yeah.
what I don't understand,
Yes, sir.
when you're down 14, you score a touchdown, you're at home. Why are you going for two?
Yeah.
Kick the PAT, and guess what, Ocho? You're down 7. Now you score a touchdown and
Yeah.
kick the PAT. Guess what, Ocho? We tied.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's no explanation behind what Stefanski is doing. There's none at all. But what I can tell you is I can tell you that his job is secured, which is why he's making the calls that he's making. There's no reason. You got 6 minutes left in the game. Shedeur goes down. Shedeur goes down and he scores.
Why go for two, Ocho? Tell me, I need somebody to
there-
offer me an explanation.
there-
When you're down 14, you're at home.
Yeah.
Even if you're on
Yes.
the road, you're down an even number.
Yeah.
Why would you go for two? Because now if you get
There's
you're chasing points. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. Hold on. For one, as well as he was playing, look at the numbers he put up today. As well as he was playing all game long,
Yes.
right? You want to put the ball in your best player's hands that has a hot hand at the right time. Who is that?
Shedeur.
So if you are going to go for two, if you're going to make that decision to go for two, you put the ball in your quarterback's hands who just drove you down, not once, but twice on back-to-back drives to get you a chance to win the game or at least tie the
Yes.
game. I think, I was so confused by this, I had to make 2 phone calls. I had to make 2 phone calls to people who have been head coaches before, just to make sure I can get a better understanding and get a better perspective and context on what was being made. But obviously, even though they're not coaching anymore right now, even though they're not a part of the NFL right now, the answers they gave me were PC. So they wouldn't give me what I really wanted to hear, and I'm not going to say any names, but Stefanski, I can't say anything about it being fired because this is the reason why they didn't want Shedeur starting in the first place. Because now you see
What he's capable of. Because everybody
Yeah.
said if he'd have started at the beginning of the season, what could we have been?
And this is exactly why they didn't want him starting. This is exactly why he wasn't getting any reps, because they understood what you would get once he gets in there and he gets acclimated to the system with his players and he gets any kind of chemistry and continuity with that offense. This is what you get. And the stuff you pull in when you after you score and taking them out, this is not college. No. You're not running trick plays. You're not going to fool anybody. The Wildcat is not going to work. This is not 2007. Ronnie Brown ain't back there.
And they tried to run the
This ain't
Wildcat,
the
Ocho. They
Dolphins.
tried to run the Wildcat. Look, the reason why the Dolphins ran the Wildcats because their quarterback wasn't any good. You got a competent quarterback that's playing his ass off. I felt that he made probably one mistake tonight, Ocho, is that when he threw the ball up down the middle of the field when he was playing so well and he didn't really need to do that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, Shedeur, you're playing so well, you know you're not supposed to just heave the ball up down the middle of the field. Other than that, Ocho, I thought this young man played extremely well. He was balling
Hell
his
of a
ass
game.
off. Throw it with touch. Did
Hell
you
of a
see the one
game.
he dropped down in the bucket? Man, he dropped it in the bucket.
Yeah.
Good thing. The
Yeah.
throw that he
Hey,
had that was given Fannin Jr., the one he had to touch, the Jerry Judy that he hit for 60, that basically was the same play that he missed, that he overshot him the game before.
But he hit him this time. And I'm glad him and Judy got on that same page this week. I was happy to see that. But that goddamn Fannin Jr., boy, he's the
making
real
plays.
deal. Every goddamn week, 44 popping up
You
on
see
film.
that?
Every week, 44 popping up on film. I don't know what they got. I don't know what kind of chemistry. I don't know if they stay after practice and they work together. But every time the ball is in the air, he got to have it. He got to have it.
I agree with you. Hey, what about the touch pass that he threw? He retreating and threw the touch pass to Njoku.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he has things that you just can't teach.
No, you can't.
He has
you can't.
things
you can't.
that you can't teach. And
the funny thing
Ocho.
about
Go ahead, make your point.
Yeah. And this is why they tried to suppress him. This is why they knew once he actually got a legitimate shot, these people really tried to convince us that Dylan Gabriel was better than Shedeur Sanders. They tried to convince us all camp that Dylan Gabriel was a supercomputer. Y'all remember the supercomputer talk? They really tried us. They tried us. and now they look stupid and they don't like it. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.